Hey guys, welcome back to Bald Father Bets. Happy Monday, getting ready here for Monday Night Football. So quick recap of Sunday before we move into the picks for Monday. One of them we've already made, and then we'll give you the other game which we have not played yet, but we'll give that one to you tonight. But before we get started, just a reminder, please make sure you're subscribed to the channel, notifications on, so you can get our community posts for any halftime plays or plays that we make throughout the week without a video. We've already made one for College Football Saturday next week, and also like, share, comment, let me know your thoughts on any of the picks. Just always want to keep this free, just want to grow the channel, help us get in the algorithm for anyone else who is a gambling fan or a fan of football. So quick recap of Sunday, where we went 11-5-2, so had a positive day. Started out the morning at 5-3-2. That Falcons game was a push at -2. Disappointing because they kind of had it all game long, and then had the Bijan Robinson touchdown called back due to a holding, which meant they had to kick a field goal, go up by 6, and then the Saints were able to score a touchdown, which then put it at a point where the Saints had a 1-point lead. So at that point, Koo's field goal only gave us the push rather than the cover. 7-3 would have been better than 5-3-2, but obviously a push is better than a loss. Then we added another unit, going 3-2 in the afternoon, with our 2-unit play on the Chargers hitting. Again, told you guys 7.5 or better on that one, and that ended up being key, as that game did end up landing on 7. And then went into Sunday Night Football, where we had a 3-unit play on the Ravens, and that one hit pretty easily. However, little distinction: while that game seemed very easy, very much in hand, Bills come out of halftime, score a touchdown right away, get a stop, driving down the field again, and that's when Kyle Van Noy was able to knock the ball out of Josh Allen's hand and get a stop. So those are kind of the things where, looking back on it, you look at the score, 35-10 Ravens, that was such an easy game, such a win. Why didn't we have 10 units on it? It could have gone very differently. Say Josh Allen doesn't get the ball knocked out of his hand, they score a touchdown on that drive, all of a sudden it's 21-17 or 21-18 or 16 if they decide to go for 2. It's a very different game. Last touchdown for the Ravens was a fumble recovered into the end zone by Patrick Ricard. What if that fumble gets recovered by the Bills after they've scored their touchdown, and then they get the ball back and they go and they take the lead? So these things are very, very minute. Oftentimes, even blowouts in the NFL come down to 1, 2, 3 key plays throughout the game. So we always got to be smart. We reserve our 5 and 10 unit plays for when we see really big edges, or sometimes if we just want to have a little bit of fun, like on the Georgia-Alabama game this past Saturday. So for tonight, Monday Night Football, we've already made a play on the Lions -3.5 for 3 units, liking that more as the injury report has come out. Lions will really only be missing Sam Laporte is playing. We'll only be missing Frank Ragnow this evening. Big loss, absolutely a big loss, but something that they can deal with, as they've been preparing all week to play without him. Seahawks are missing 4 defensive starters. So both interior defensive linemen and Leonard Williams and Byron Murphy, as well as both outside linebackers. And that's a key loss for them, as they're going up against a Lions team which has essentially made it a point that they are going to run the ball almost every play, as that when they started out the season, they were a bit pass heavy. I think had to come to Jesus with themselves about where they needed to be in terms of how their offense functions, which is run the ball, play action, and that's where Jared Goff really thrives. And so they have made it a point to run the ball. It's going to be difficult with the interior defensive linemen of the Seahawks out. Also, Detroit is one of the most difficult places to play right now, especially on a Monday Night Football game, where they're going to be wearing the all-black unis, which looks so sick. So go Lions tonight, -3.5 for 3 units on that one, like that one. And then on the other game, which we hadn't made a play, and we're going to be giving that to you right now, we like the Dolphins. We're going to be taking the Dolphins -2.5, and that's going to be for 2 units. So I know Skylar Thompson's out. I actually like Snoop Huntley more in this spot. I know the Titans are desperate. I don't care. I don't like Will Levis's chances here. Miami's at home. They're in a bit of a back against the wall type situation. People are starting to come into question about how well is McDaniels any good. He's had a lot of injuries, and that's been the issue so far this year. I think you're going to see a game plan which gets them running the ball. I think you're going to see a game plan which gets the ball into playmakers' hands. Tyler Huntley has performed well throughout his career when he's been in a backup position for 2 to 3 game stretches. It's when he has to play really long stretches where he can struggle. But I think he'll do a good job in this spot tonight. And we like the Dolphins minus the 2.5 for 2 units. So that's it. Other play that we have made for the upcoming week is in college football on Saturday. It is Clemson minus the 15 against Florida State. I just don't think models have caught up to actually truly how bad Florida State is. I know it's a revenge spot for DJU. I don't care. DJU's terrible. So, and also Clemson is still undervalued because of their game against Georgia. Clemson is one of the top teams in the country. They're one of the most talented teams in the country, and their offense has started clicking. I believe they've scored touchdowns on like their last 12 drives or something like that, dating back to 3 games now. They're a top-tier team. I think they'll handle Florida State quite well. It's also a revenge spot for them, given that they kind of had that game won last year and gave it away to Florida State late. So that's a 1-unit play from us on Clemson minus the 15. And then again tonight, we have the Lions minus 3.5 for 3 units, and we have the Dolphins minus 2.5 for 2 units. So go Fins, go Lions. Hope you guys have a great Monday night. Enjoy Monday Night Football. Again, please subscribe, notifications on. Like, share, comment. Just want to grow this channel, keep everything free, and we'll be at you again at Bald Father Bets. Again, 11, 5, and 2 on Sunday, having a really good year. Let's keep that trend going. Thanks, guys.